Okay, well, I don't know why I seem to be getting a few more of these questions, but since I am, let's go ahead and make a video about what it means to recast or to reamortize your mortgage loan. Welcome to thecreditjungle.com. This is George Anderson, and thanks for coming in.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be.
And let me just first explain what a recast or reamortization is not. It is not a refinance. A refinance is something that you normally do to change the terms of the loan, drop the mortgage insurance. 99% of the time it is to lower the interest rate, or maybe it is to get cash out, but you are refinancing and changing the terms of the loan. In other words, you are getting rid of that loan that you had now and replacing it with a new loan that has the terms that you want at this time. Recasting a loan, there is actually a form for Fannie Mae to be able to do that, and I've got a link to the form here in the description. But a recast of a loan, let me explain how this works a little bit and maybe why it would be something you would want to look into. So in this example, we have got, let's just say we've got a $500,000 loan that's at 6%, 30-year fixed rate. The principal and interest portion of it is $2,998 a month. Now, let's just say that maybe at the time the person purchased the home, they had another home or another property somewhere that was pending sale, and maybe they only put down 5% at the time that they purchased this loan. They ran into some money, I mean, who knows, any number of situations, but for whatever reason, there's an extra $100,000 that has come in, and the interest rate at the time is kind of just where the market is. It's not gotten much better depending on what time of the month or year you're listening to this video presentation. The rates could be up or below 6%. But let's just say that there's no advantage to refinancing to try to get to a lower interest rate. So what you do with a recast, if you typically have a car payment, an installment payment like a car or a house in this case, you can make a large principal payment against the loan at any time. There is not a prepayment penalty associated with owner-occupied loans that are conventional FHA, VA, or whatever. The thing that you don't get with that, though, is that if you sent in a check for $100,000 and reduced the principal balance of the loan, then they'll say, yep, you owe $100,000 less, but your payment is going to remain the same. The only thing that changes is instead of maybe having 30 years left on the home to pay on it, with this same payment now, you might only have maybe 16, 18 years. I didn't run that calculation. It's very easy to do it. But what you're doing on a recast is that you're going to make that principal reduction, bring it down $400,000. The interest rate on this is going to stay the same, okay? So that does not change. But what you're going to do now is, rather than calculating, this payment was originally calculated 6%, $500,000, 30 years, that's the principal and interest payment. What you're going to do now is you are going to take $400,000 at 6%, calculate a new payment based on the remaining term of the loan. So in this case, it's going to be about 28 years. We'll just say that you're doing this 2 years into the transaction, and your payment now is $2,460. That is your new principal and interest payment. You have 28 years remaining on it. All the other features of the loan would remain the same. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, there is a form to be able to do this. I don't think you're going to be able to pull it off on a government-insured loan. So that means FHA, VA, USDA. I am not aware of a recast provision on it. And actually, I don't know anybody that's actually done this. If somebody out there watching this can actually show me the documentation where you did a recast on your loan instead of refinancing it, I'd love to see it. But anyway, thanks for coming into thecreditjungle.com today. This is George Anderson. Remember, push button, get mortgage professional, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have so that you can get the most favorable financing terms available on your next mortgage. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.